What's going on, everybody? UnrealEnt Network here again, once again presenting my official fan mail for ActionSaiyanGamer, my good friend Jason. Jason, if you're watching this is my fan mail towards you. Now, I know you've done some fan mail for me, but now let's try to go on ahead and reverse the roles here. I'm going to be the one asking you several questions that I've wanted to know for such a long time now, so I really hope you get to answer this. I really want to know your overall thoughts and opinions and backstory to many of these questions. So there might be a few of them, and either way, I really hope you answer them. So before I get into that, if anybody out there hasn't checked out ActionSaiyanGamer, I really recommend you guys to go on ahead and check him out. He is absolutely awesome. The dude covers literally every single game, every single topic known to man, and that's what makes him really good. So my first question to you, Jason, is question number one, of course. What are your overall goals in the next 5 years? Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you want to be in the next 5 years in terms of financial stability, in terms of career, in terms of what makes you happy? Do you want to be able to live on your own and move away from your parents' house? Do you want to be able to get married somehow? Just an overall standpoint on where you would like to be in 5 years and where you think you're going to be in 5 years, because there is a difference between wanting to get there and wanting to, be somewhere in 5 years and then actually accepting where you could be. So just let me know and please answer that. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? 2020. Just let me know. My second question is, have you ever thought about moving out of Canada and going into the United States in terms of living somewhere in the US? Has it ever just crossed your mind for you to go on ahead and try to see how it was like living somewhere in America, possibly California, Florida, New York, Texas, Chicago, wherever it is you would like to go? Have you ever thought about that? And if you have thought about going to America and just earning a living here and then possibly going back to Canada or whatever the case may be in terms of that, where do you see yourself in America and how would you go about it? For example, if you were to go to America, would you like to, have roommates such as Edgar and myself or whatnot, or would you like to be by yourself and then possibly keep doing what you're doing but also have, another job that possibly pays better, and then going back to Canada? Or what are your overall thoughts on you possibly coming here to live here for not forever, of course, but if you wanted to forever, you can just live somewhere in America. But if not, just what are your overall thoughts on that? Have you ever thought about making that transition? Would just definitely like to hear that, because I know visiting America is one thing, but coming out here and moving out here is another, because I know several of my friends that have moved up to Canada and I haven't heard from them ever since. That we kind of lost connections, but I would love to hear your overall thoughts on that. My third question for you is, have you ever experienced anything supernatural or paranormal in your life where it made you kind of a little bit on edge or shaky? Has there ever been any incident where you just happened to have felt a presence near you, or perhaps maybe felt something was watching you, or just felt really uneasy about something because you knew something was there but you didn't really know how to approach it or how to comprehend it because you didn't really know what it was? Have you ever encountered anything such as something moving where it shouldn't be moving or whatnot, any sort of paranormal experience? And my follow-up to that would be, do you believe in paranormal entities, and do you believe in the supernatural, such as demonic possessions and demons and whatnot? And if you do, let me know why, and if you don't, also let me know why. I'm very curious to hear that. My fourth question to you is, do you ever see yourself having children? And if you do, and if you just so happen to have a girl or a boy, would you ever want your children to do what you are doing now and just become YouTubers, content creators? And if you would like them to become those things, how exactly would you set the guidelines for them to succeed in realms that you didn't? And what I mean by that is, would you like to see your son or daughter succeed further than you did? Would you like to see them, struggle on their own so they can know what it's like to just, work for everything the hard way? Just overall, if you had children, would you be teaching them and guiding them to do the exact same things you were doing, or would you allow them to do something other than that, like perhaps maybe get into sports, certain literatures? Would you rather allow them to have their own careers, or would you just pretty much tell them hey, this is what your daddy used to do and still does, would you like to do it with me? Sort of like how Angry Grandpa does it with his grandson and whatnot. I mean, there's several YouTubers that do collaborate, parents to children, children to parents. So would you go on ahead and do that, or would you just call it quits and just allow them to do their own thing? My fifth question to you, what console are you going to be getting Black Ops 3 on? Are you going to be getting it on the PS4, or are you going to be getting it on the Xbox One? And if so, would you like to play some Black Ops 3 Zombies with me on the PS4, because that is where I will be getting my Black Ops 3, and I would like to know if you would like to be playing it on the PS4. It's going to be me, you, it's going to be Paul and Fatal Brotherhood Gaming and stuff like that. So I want to know where are you going to be getting the game at, like what console, Xbox One or PS4, and my follow-up to that is going to be what are your expectations for Black Ops 3, because I know you've played Call of Duty before. I'm pretty sure you've played Advanced Warfare. I'm pretty sure you played Ghosts. Do you think Black Ops 3 is going to be something better, something different, or do you think it's going to be the same old rehashed stuff? I would love to hear your overall opinions on that. And like I said, I mean, Xbox One or PS4, let me know. And my sixth question is going to be, what are your overall thoughts for the movies of next year? Do you think the movies of next year are going to be better than the movies that came out this year? Remember, we had a lot of great movies that came out this year. We had Jurassic World, we had The Avengers, we had, you know, Ant-Man. We had several great movies come out. Several movies are still due to come out. We had Minions, we had, you know, The Gallows. We had a lot of great movies. And then next year, we're going to have Batman v Superman. We're going to have Suicide Squad. We're going to have, you know, several other movies such as Independence Day. So what are your overall thoughts between this year versus next year in terms of movie lineups? And what are some of the most anticipated movies that you are looking forward to genuinely, like, for next year? For me personally, it is definitely Batman v Superman. Aside from that, I don't think there's any other movie that really caught my eye as much as that one did. Perhaps there are several, but I'm just not remembering right now. But like, what are some of like at least 3 to 5 movies that you are really looking forward to for next year and that are really willing to go out to go see? And my seventh question is going to be, what are your overall thoughts on society today? And what I mean by that is pharmaceutical companies and the government's pretty much, you know, just neglecting healthcare. Now, I understand that Canada and America have 2 very different healthcare systems, but I would like to know from you 2 questions to this, you know, part 7 question. Now, that being, do you believe there is a cure for horrible diseases such as AIDS, HIV, herpes, syphilis? And if you do feel like there is a cure for those diseases, do you think that it is a natural way to go about it? For example, do you think there is a natural way to like cure those diseases from your body, such as, you know, natural oils and herbs and eating, you know, food that has very low metals in them? Or do you think there is an actual vaccination that they're keeping from us? And my second follow-up question to this is, do you think that our healthcare system, at least for both Canada and America, could be better? And if you think that the medical systems can be better, what could you think that they could do to improve that? Perhaps lower prices, give free healthcare, maybe up the healthcare packages. I would like to really hear your answer on that. And that's pretty much it, man. So once again, guys, thank you all for watching. This has been UnrealEnt Network, aka Gaming, presenting my fan mail for ActionSaiyanGamer, Jason Rossi. You guys might want to go on ahead and check him out. He is awesome. He covers everything, literally everything from games that I don't even play myself, independent games, Steam games. You guys really might want to go on ahead and subscribe to him. He's really cool. He's starting to do fan mail now, so I really hope you enjoyed this fan mail episode. It's kind of long, but I would really like to hear your overall answers on everything, nicely elaborated. So once again, Jason, thank you for answering my questions, and I'll be seeing you in the comment section below.